gusts were reaching 70, 80 mile per hour gusts, and those high
Look at
winds
that.
are
This is
sustained
Daytona Beach,
throughout the night.
guys.
We are
Daytona
seeing the
Beach.
debris here
This is a gas station,
Volusia
damage.
County, also all over the roads. We've been driving around town today, and we've had to be really, really careful because you can see boards
Look
in
at
the
that.
road with nails,
Boards with
pieces of
nails in the
debris,
road.
anywhere from pieces of
That's a
trees,
gas station. Look what happened to
branches,
that gas station in
also
Daytona
pieces of
Beach.
the roof, shingles, things like that. I mean, it is all over out here. People have to be really careful if you are getting on the road, if you are returning to your home. Also, the thing
Boards
here
with
too is
nails.
down power lines, down trees.
Watch
And
out for
speaking
board
of
with
down
nails
trees, I know that we've been reporting
in
this throughout
Daytona
the day. We
Beach.
did confirm now a second
Power is
fatality here
down.
in Volusia County. There was one in Ormond Beach,
What?
another one in Port Orange. In both of
Second
those cases, it
fatality.
was because of down trees falling on people's homes and sadly
Damn.
dying from just the same high
Wow.
winds that we had in
Trees
Volusia
are
County
falling
last
on
night
people's
into this morning.
houses and crushing
And you
them.
can still see it now. We still have
Crushing
those
them to death.
winds, and that is even when Milton is farther off of our coast now. So we'll continue to follow the conditions out here
Wow.
as the recovery is just now beginning.
Wow.
We're going to toss it back to you guys, but reporting in Daytona Beach, Actual 209 Eyewitness
Daytona
News.
Beach had some damages too.
Yeah, and that's one of those things when we talk about big openings, you never know where they're going to fall. We talked about it earlier in the last report. And in this instance, they fell on a house. Maybe somebody was sleeping and they just, in the wrong spot of the home. Tom, as you can see, is back with us, and 87 mile
That's the
per hour
thing.
wind
You
is
gotta
where Ashland was reporting.
Seven.
That's that's a
In the
abandoned
bathroom
gas
or
station.
something.
So we're going to see what else happened to homes and the coast.
Yeah, and I hate to say, you hate it when you know it. And we knew this was going to be just a huge catastrophe. And it was not a worst case scenario for the Tampa area, I will say, because they did not get that storm surge. It was about a 20-mile difference in the track that saved them. However, they had the complete different effect of having that heavy rain and flash flood emergency, and it's just a huge mess either way. So I hate to say it could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. Over there, for us, I think this is equivalent to a lot of other hurricanes that we've tracked here.
This is pretty much what you forecast for us with the high
Daytona
waters,
Beach.
the high winds, this beach erosion, this damage. I mean, I do the checklist
Beach
of the
erosion.
things our team said,
Daytona
and you
Beach.
guys check everything off.
It's again, it was a huge, massive storm. It had a couple of fluctuations in its intensity and track and all that, but I think overall, a huge tip of the hat to the Hurricane Center and the Weather Prediction Center that sent out some of the heavy rain advisories that we pass along to you. And again, this not being our first rodeo, we worked very hard on all the county by county impacts. And yes, we had some updates here and there. Folks got a little frustrated with that, but it's a very stressful time when we get it. Right now, you can see what's left of Milton. It is still a big wind machine, extra tropical right now. So it had
Big
cold
wind
air
machine.
get mixed in. You may notice it's cooler today. So that expanded the wind field,
it
which
is
we're still
cool.
feeling along the coast. It's now moving faster away. We're still getting wave action, though, coming in along our beaches. We're in high tide now. We're also moving wind into the St. Johns River up north, which is slowing down the river. And that's going to exacerbate, at least in the short term, the flooding that because the water's going in the river, and the river's now kind of backing up because of the winds that are still coming on shore. But anyway, what's left of Milton will race away, will not come back this way. So some of the peak winds, Playa Linda Beach, Kennedy Space Center, over 90 miles per hour. Daytona Beach, 87. The International Airport, also 87. It was just an incredibly windy machine, and we had hundreds of storm reports. And what we were talking about earlier, we had all kinds of reports over in the Tampa area that don't even show up on the map. So over 223 combined storm reports in our box, and we had a record number of tornado warnings that were issued, not total tornadoes. Some of these warnings are for the same long track tornado. We tracked several of them here. This is the second highest tornado warnings ever issued on a single day in the United States. And it goes back to a big tornado super outbreak we had a couple decades ago. So incredible. For the heavy rainfall, of course, it was well over 15 inches of rain, but I did want to show you the 7-day forecast. So we have brighter days ahead. We're going to stay on the relatively fall side of this storm with temperatures in the 80s all the way into early next week. There's nothing brewing out of the tropics right now, but we are not finished with the hurricane season yet. So we're going to take about a week here, take a pause, and even get a stronger front perhaps on the way. And we'll have
finish the hurricane season.
the next half hour. hour.
Yeah, I was just looking.
Oh,
This is
wow.
the sixth time that Florida has had 3 hurricanes hit in 1 year. Our state, 2004, we had 4. And let's hope we don't go to 4. I know. Let's just get through this right now.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Coming up here
So
on
this is
Eyewitness
two.
News, we'll take you back
for the
to
year?
Polk County, where Channel 9 Shannon Butler is
there's
assessing
another
damage
one.
there. We'll also have an Orlando Utilities about where they are with restoration right now.
Then they have no pause button.
Big storms are what we do.
They put
This
it
is
on
what
purpose.